Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to some more Destiny 2 news here. Now, in this video right here, we're going to be discussing about the second Destiny 2 DLC expansion. Now, a few days ago, we already mentioned about the first DLC expansion, which was called the Curse of Osiris. So that one is more than likely legit. But for the second DLC that you're about to hear, this may or may not be legit at all. Now, there is a spoiler alert, folks. If you want to listen to this blind, I suggest you guys turn the speakers off. If you do want to listen to this, and if you're still sticking around, that's perfectly fine. Now, again, all this information may or may not be legit. So this is not confirmed right now. But according to DestinyPointPlus.com, we have a possible expansion that has been leaked. Obviously, we're talking about Rasputin here. Now, the second DLC, which is the Rasputin expansion, it's more likely going to be called the Tyrant's Crypt. Now, according to the post, this is what has been written here. Destiny 2's second DLC coming with the expansion pass, obviously the one with the Warmind symbol, will be called the Tyrant's Crypt. It will be around the same size as the first DLC, but it's going to be a little bit larger. Now, it goes on to read as follows. With the Speaker's heresy revealed and the threat of a second faction war looming over the few surviving humans, Lord Saladin has found a way to prevent the coming of a second Dark Age, but eventually has a price. We need to go to the Manhattan nuclear zone, find the Warmind Sademon, and steal from him the truth about what really caused the collapse. Now, there's a few more notable additions that will eventually include. Now, before we get to the additions, obviously there's going to be there's definitely going to be some campaign story missions in there, quite obvious. Now, here's what it will include. There's going to be a brand new zone, which is called the Manhattan Nuclear Zone, which is in addition to the IO Patrol. There's an Amisimov site test there as well. There's a brand new enemy type called the Boyer, and we'll explain that shortly. There's bound to be 4 new strike missions, 4 new Crucible maps, 2 new Crucible modes, a brand new raid, and a new arena activity called Charlemagne's Labyrinth, which is more likely going to be combined with co-op and PvP together up to 4 players in a fire team. Obviously, you cannot go higher than 6. In PvP, no higher than 4. So it's co-op and PvP combined up to 4 players in a fire team. Obviously, some new lost sectors, adventures, quests, gear, and so on and so on. Now, if you don't know about these new pieces of information, here's what they are. Starting with the Boyer. Now, the Boyer are a collective of the Warmind's defenses. They include the Splicer Fallen, Siva, Frames, and Vitriol. Now, Vitriol is fluid metal given shape by a floating electromagnet. It sounds pretty interesting there. Now, 3 more pieces of information that we're going to cover here. The next one here is information about the Manhattan Nuclear Zone. It's both the smallest and largest patrol in Destiny 2. The remnants of Manhattan Island after the global flooding and a nuclear disaster, but it's also by definition the smallest patrol in Destiny 2. But however, the lumbering skyscrapers and deep underground caverns give more square footage than any patrol in Destiny 2 yet. But it's also the home to the dead Warmind of Sademon. So that's the information from the Manhattan Nuclear Zone. The next piece of information we're talking about is the Asimov test site. This is also in addition to the current IO Patrol for those who partake in the story of the Tyrant's Crypt. Now, it is sizable, but however, IO will still remain smaller than EDZ, which is the European Dead Zone on Earth. The site of extensive weapons testing by the Warmind Charlemagne, they can pronounce that right. It is an inhospitable wasteland with more than its fair share of dangers, and the very least of which are the Boyer. Okay, and the last piece of information we're talking about is Charlemagne's Labyrinth. Now, it's a 4-player arena and eventually takes place underneath the Asimov test site on Io and is Charlemagne's weapons research facility. You descend into the labyrinth and the Warmind Charlemagne. It sets you through many challenges, including both co-op, which is a bit of PvE and PvP, or sometimes both, in a sprawling maze of Golden Age facilities that constantly change and do everything in their power to kill you. Okay, now if you have the speakers off, you can actually turn them on right now. But yeah, that's the latest information that we got right here. But again, all of this is not confirmed at this very moment. It's excuse me, it's way too early to discuss about this, but if this information is legit, which I really hope it is, then it's all set for spring of 2018. So there you go. That was the latest piece of information right there, folks. Now, before I go, there is one more new trailer from Destiny 2. Looks like it's a trailer of the brand new Destiny 2 map. I'll post a link for that in the description box below. But yeah, I think other than that, I think that's definitely going to do it, folks. Destiny 2, right now, the countdown continues. Only 4 more days to go until launch, folks. And you can definitely feel the hype train juices flowing into the veins. It is almost here. But again, the Rasputin DLC, I'm hoping it's legit, but it may also be fake. So again, I'm just the messenger right there. So, who knows? But again, it's not confirmed right now, but what do you guys think? Do you think it's legit, or do you think this is all fake about the Rasputin DLC? Let me know in the comment section below what you think. But other than that, folks, that's definitely going to do it. And again, what a time for Destiny 2 to arrive. We've officially hit 500 subs, so expect a doubleheader special coming up next week. Now, if you're brand new to the channel here, you definitely want to hit that subscribe button by hitting that bell just to... hit that subscribe button. I'm already getting this mixed up. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe button, folks, if you really want to see this channel grow all the way to the top. If you are a subscriber, hit the notifications button by hitting that bell. Leave a like and a comment in the video section too. And I'll see you guys next week on the battlefield when Destiny 2 launches in just hours from now, or in 4 days' time. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.